since they were, I don't know, 3, 4 years old. And the one that's in the white is when I was born at 7 years old. He's taller than me now, but he's still my little brother. Stepfather, which is their real father. My stepfather was married to my mother since I was like maybe 10. This is gonna be a little difficult to try to take in with your ears, but I'm gonna tell it because I feel like once the documentary come out and they get the special effects going and all that stuff, you're gonna see it anyways in the movie. Trust me. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. One time when I was maybe, I don't know, 12 years old, I had bought some brand new sneakers. Well, it was my birthday. My uncle had bought me some brand new sneakers. They were Jordans at the time. I think I was, I don't know, grade. I was in 6th, 7th grade maybe. I don't know, 12 before the 6th grade. So anyways, brand new sneakers. My stepfather wanted to wear my sneakers. I don't know, he's 35 years old. I don't know if I can wear my sneakers, but he wanted to wear my sneakers. I told him no. My mom said, why are you trying to wear that man's sneakers? Don't wear his sneakers. He wanted to wear them. I told him no. After that, later on that day, I go to school. I come back home. When I come home, he's waiting in my house. Because I got out early because I was in middle school, I was in elementary. So I got home, he's there. He pulls out a knife. He's in the kitchen. He says, you think you're better than me, huh? I said, why is that? I said, you think you're better? He said, you think you're better than me? I said, I don't think I'm better than you. I'm a kid, how could I be better than you? He said, you think you're better than me because you think you can get new sneakers and I can't wear them. You think you can go around this house and every time something go wrong, you can go to your mom and I won't touch you because I'm not your real dad. I said, no, I don't think I'm better than you because of that. I think I'm a good person. I love my mom. And yes, I will go to her if you say something wrong to me. So he said, well, your mom's not here right now. At the time, my mom was in the hospital. He said, your mom's not here right now, what you gonna do? I said, nothing. So he got a steak knife. He's in the kitchen. I don't know, have you ever seen steak knife? They're not that big. They're like, I don't know, half an inch wide, you know, but they're like, the blade's like that long. He goes, if you think you're better than me, kill me right now. I said, I'm not about to kill you. I can't kill you. So you think you're better than me, kill me right now. So he took the knife, put it to his chest, put it in his chest like that. Knife, he did some fake Superman stuff, tried to, the knife was bending when, like, I know you wasn't trying to stab yourself for real, but I know that, you know. So the knife was bending. He said, see, I can't die if you wanted to kill me. But I'm like, okay, weirdo, but okay, yeah. So then he put the knife in my chest. He said, guess what? But I can kill you. I said, okay, well, why'd you want to kill me? I was scared, Tom, don't get me wrong. I was nervous, I was shaking, my palms sweaty, I was done. I was so scared I couldn't even move. You ever been that scared you can't move? You just like, man, you like, how do people in the movie always falling, you know, something like that? It's real life. I know why they falling down, because sometimes you just can't move, your legs is going, you know, it's done. So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, I promise you, all I can remember is feeling a burning sensation. It just burned. It didn't even feel like nobody punched you in the face or hit in the head from a hard foul, basketball, breaking your arm. It just burned. I didn't, maybe because I was so nervous. But he stabbed me half an inch into my chest. He didn't even take the knife out. He just left me standing there. Put the knife out, blood going everywhere. I still got a scar to this day. But when he stabbed me, all he said was, tell your mom that. That's all he said. Coincidentally, I never told my mom. Never told her anything because I know she was already sick. That would have hurt her even more. I never went to the hospital for it. Never did anything. I went to the bathroom. My mother had all these gauze and things like that in the bathroom, so I pretty much didn't even get stitches, never had nothing. All I did was put gauze in it and sit in the house maybe 2 months until it healed. That's all I did. Mind you, that was one time, and that was one of the worst times that he ever mistreated me. But see, he physically beat me, mentally, verbally. He always tried to break me down. And in some cases, and in many cases, I was down. He did break me down. Made me feel like I was nothing, took everything I had from me. But you see, a person can only take what you allow them to take. You see what I'm saying? If you get robbed, somebody come to you with a gun and say, give me everything you got. You're gonna give them everything you got, but they can't take your mind from you. They can't take your heart from you. They can't take that. They only can take what they see. See, he thought by making me fall down or stabbing me, making me bleed, I was gonna submit to him or just give up on myself and become a nobody, become nothing. That wasn't what I was gonna do. Another incident. This happened on many occasions since I wasn't his kid. And now mind you, he had 5 other kids, which you're gonna see at the other side. He had 5 other kids at the time. So at this time, he has maybe 9 or 10 kids. I'm not sure. It was 9 or 10, but he had by different other women. Different other women. Sorry. We'd have cupcakes or snacks or something like that, where everybody have soda and all that, and we'd be having a good time. He'd pass it out, and then to me, he'd give me a bottle of water while they get Sprite or orange juice or something like that, and I get a bottle of water. As a kid, a bottle of water is the worst thing you want to see when everybody else is getting orange juice and soda and Kool-Aid, you know? Or cupcakes. When people would get cupcakes, and fruit snacks and Doritos and all that, when he'll give me, honestly, 2 pieces of bread and some cheese, tell me to eat that. You know, that was pretty messed. I can laugh about it now, but back then it was hurting. I was hurt because I was devastated. I was crying all the time because, like, man, why are you always trying to hurt me for? Like, what did I do to you? Never did anything to this man. Another situation would be when my mother wouldn't be around and stuff, and because she'd be in the hospital or whatever. And this is one of the things that really hurt me the most. Now, I don't know how many people grew up in this kind of lifestyle or anything like that, or any kind of thing like this, but in a black family, anything like that, gay or lesbian, that's looked upon as bad. That's just straight how it is. If you're gay, it's just, they talk down upon it, anything like that. My father was in prison my whole life for murder or whatever. So I never got a chance to see him until I was like 15 or 16 years old. My stepfather my mother would be around, what he would do is he'd come to me every day. And this is what he would say to me. I'm sorry, excuse my language, he would say to me, "What's up, little faggot? Come here, faggot. Do this, faggot. That's why you're gonna be gay, because your dad in jail. Your dad in jail getting fucked by some dude, therefore you're gonna be gay just like him." As a kid, man, like, come on, like 14 under, 15, 12, 11, you telling me that? Like, and I'm crying like, man, I don't want to be gay. I'm crying every day, like, what's wrong with me? And every day he would tell me that, all the time. I know now he was just trying to see my mental was that he was trying to break me down. But at the end of the day, I know you personally, you don't choose nothing like that. Just because my dad in jail doesn't mean I'm going to turn out like that. You know, not necessarily that's a bad thing or a good thing, but that's nothing you impose on somebody as a child. You don't do that, especially when you already preaching to them how bad it is and how they're going to hell if they act like that. So, verbally, he was really abusive and aggressive, telling me things like that. And it got to the point where this is just ridiculous. His mother was 60 years old at the time, and there was a family vacation. All the adults went out of town for a while, and she was watching us. It was maybe 25 grandkids total at the house. I'm sitting down, she comes out of nowhere and says, "I don't like you." I said, "Why?" She said, "Because," I was maybe 15 at the time. She says, "Because your father's in prison, you're not my son's real son, so, excuse me, your mother is not my real daughter. She's married to my son, but she's not my real daughter. So therefore, I don't want you in my life. I don't even want you here. Why are you in front of my face? Go upstairs, little faggot, because your father, my stepfather, my son, your stepfather told me that your dad was in prison and he was in jail getting fucked by some dudes, so therefore you're gonna be gay too." His own mother told me that. And this was a grown lady, 60, in front of 25 kids. All I could do was go upstairs and cry. I couldn't do nothing else. I couldn't hit her, I couldn't talk back to her. What could I do? Went upstairs, cried like a baby. Wish my mom was here. All I could do. She was alive, but then again, she was in the hospital. From the time I was maybe 10 or 11, 80% of the time, after my mother, I was going to visit her in the hospital. So those kind of things was really abusive from my stepfather. He's going to come up a lot more in today, but that's the abuse he gave upon me. Being a caretaker of my siblings, that happened, as I said, because my mother was always in the hospital. always in the hospital, always sick. It's sad to this day that I think about it because she's always sick. She was always sick. She never really could enjoy life. Maybe she was, I don't know, but I know she was always sick when I saw her. Always sad. When I came to see her, she was always smiling because I made jokes, I made her laugh. You know, I rubbed her feet, all kind of stuff. Even though her feet were so fat, I couldn't, you know, she couldn't fit shoes anymore, but I was still rubbing them things, you know, and trying to cut her toenails, making her bleed, but you know, I did what I had to do. Taking care of brothers and sisters. I remember at 12 years old, my stepfather wouldn't be there. Mother would get